All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here. It's a cold December 10th out here in Los Angeles and everywhere around the world for NetherRealm Studios fans, because we thought we were gonna be popping bottles, drinking that Henny, drinking that vodka and cran, or drinking some sparkling cider for anyone who doesn't drink alcohol. We thought we were gonna be celebrating a new NetherRealm game today, but unfortunately that's not the case. I've been getting asked a lot, what comes next? What happens now? So I wanted to make this little extra video. Don't worry, this is not gonna be the only video of the day. I'm still gonna upload a regular online video because it's just like a little bonus one, because I wanted to talk to you guys and I wanted to put a big brain idea out there. All right, I'll talk about the big brain idea that I literally just thought of right before making this video. I'm gonna be putting that big brain idea out there in a little bit. So the number one question that I've been getting asked, actually the two questions that I've been getting asked, number one is, why did you think that NetherRealm Studios would announce something at the Game Awards? So let me quickly explain. NetherRealm Studios never said that they were gonna showcase something at the Game Awards. They never really teased anything. It was just our speculation. So I will say, for all you guys, for myself, do not be angry at NetherRealm Studios. Don't be angry at Ed Boon or any of the developers, because they never said anything. They never said that they were going to showcase anything. It was just 100% fan speculation. And here is why we were speculating about this. Because number one, the 30th anniversary, 30-year anniversary for NetherRealm Studios, and I guess Midway back then, Mortal Kombat, the 30-year Mortal Kombat anniversary is next year in 2022. If they would have announced something at the Game Awards, like Mortal Kombat 12, that would have lined up perfectly with a release for 2022, for their 30-year anniversary, releasing a Mortal Kombat game. Doesn't that sound perfect? Yes, it definitely does. That's one reason. Number two is they came out and said that they were going to stop updating Mortal Kombat 11 to focus on their next project. That came in the middle of this year, right? Yeah, in the middle of this year. Obviously, they're working on something. So we know they're working on something. We just don't know what it's going to be. Number three, the two huge events to reveal something is E3 and now the Game Awards. I would go out on a limb and say the Game Awards might be the number one event to reveal games now, because it's just one show and they have so many world premieres compared to E3, where it's a multi-day show. Things might get lost in translation. I guess not really, because they have like their, well, it's a little harder during E3 because you have your showcase of consoles instead of like video games. And then, depending if you're in the Microsoft, PlayStation, or Sony, little time frame. So I honestly think that the Game Awards is probably the biggest stage to reveal a new game nowadays. E3 is like the bigger gaming event, but I think to reveal new games, I think it's probably the Game Awards. So with a AAA studio like NetherRealm Studios, AAA title like a Mortal Kombat 12, let's just say hypothetical Mortal Kombat 12, hypothetical Injustice 3, or hypothetical Marvel vs. DC or Marvel fighting game, anything from NetherRealm Studios is AAA. So they're only going to reveal their game at the highest level, which the only two shows is the Game Awards and E3. So without anything at E3 this year, the Game Awards was the last chance to have something be revealed. And the final point, it's been 3 years. NetherRealm normally has a new game out every 2 years. They broke that cycle by adding this third year. So by adding that third year, we're at the tail end of that third year. So I would have imagined, and a lot of people did as well, that, you know, that extra year of development, for the fourth year we would get that new game. So that means at the end of like this third year, we would get the reveal of their next game. That pretty much is it. That lines up perfectly with everything that's, or everything lined up perfectly to get a review at the Game Awards and to get a game next year. That's why we were all speculating on this. But NetherRealm never said anything. I would say don't be mad at them. They're definitely hard at work. I know they're working on something because they said it themselves. That's why they stopped supporting MK11. So they're working on something. My assumption is that it just wasn't ready to be shown. It wasn't ready to be shown to its full potential. They didn't have, you know, maybe the game isn't as complete as they wanted it to be to show off a cinematic trailer. Believe it or not, I guess the game is out already. You guys see how beautiful it looks, but the cinematic trailer, quote-unquote cinematic trailer for MK11 actually looked almost identical to the actual game, which was amazing. So I guess NetherRealm just wasn't ready to show anything off yet. I respect it, I guess. No, I respect it. I'm just really salty right now because I wanted to get excited about something. So what happens next? That's the next question. What happens next is I have no fucking idea. To be honest, like I mentioned, I'm going to reiterate, NetherRealm Studios, AAA title studio. Whenever they are going to reveal a new game, it's going to be in the biggest platform. It's going to be at E3 or at the Game Awards. That's it. I'm telling you guys right now, that is it. There's one other option, and this is where we lead into our big brain theory. NetherRealm Studios just wants to do their own thing. It wants to have everything focused around the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. This is the start of my big brain theory, okay? And this is just a theory on my part. This is like a wish, I guess. So let's just say, right, if NetherRealm wants to do their own thing, sometime at the beginning of 2022, they announce on Twitter. They would announce on Twitter first because obviously that's the easiest platform. They would announce, all right, guys, we are going to show off what we've been working on for the last 3 years very soon. Blah, blah, blah. They give a date, or, you know, they just say that. Something gets announced in the first quarter of 2022, right? We get a trailer. We're all hyped. We're all excited. And this is where the big brain idea comes from. What if NetherRealm Studios pitched an idea to Warner Brothers Games, and they said, all right, the 30th anniversary celebration of Mortal Kombat is coming up in 2022. Wouldn't it be cool if the new Mortal Kombat game is released on the same day that the original Mortal Kombat game was released on? October 8th, 1992 was the original release date of Mortal Kombat. What if NetherRealm Studios just wanted to do their own thing? They do their own reveal in the first quarter of 2022. And then they say the release date of Mortal Kombat 12 is going to be on the same day that the original Mortal Kombat game was released. That's my big brain idea. I just thought about it like 5 minutes ago. Mortal Kombat 12, what about if it gets released on October 8th, 2022? They scrapped the traditional April release date. For the next game, they go back to the April release date. Before this very special year, celebration anniversary, they release a new Mortal Kombat game, a Mortal Kombat 12, on October 8th, 2022. 30 years after the original release of Mortal Kombat. Wouldn't that be some shit? Wouldn't that be awesome? That is literally the only way that I see a NetherRealm Studios game being released in 2022. If NetherRealm just wants to do their own thing, and in the first quarter of 2022 they announce their game, they reveal their game, and then the following months they start uploading character trailers, blah blah blah. You guys know the deal. That's literally the only way that I see a NetherRealm Studios game being released in 2022, is if somehow, you know, they decide, if it is Mortal Kombat 12, if they decide to release the game on the same day as the original Mortal Kombat. That's the only way. And if it's like an Injustice 3, it could still happen. Like, miracles happen, right? They could still, let's say for example in January, maybe they announce their new game, and then for the next couple of months they start pumping out these character trailers, and then they release an Injustice 3 late April. It could still happen. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. I wouldn't hold my breath on my theory either. It's just a big brain theory that I came up with, like, at this point 7 minutes ago. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's end of the video for me. That's what I see coming next. I honestly do not see a new NetherRealm game in 2022. I wouldn't hold my breath on my idea. I wouldn't hold my breath on them revealing something in January. It would be really cool if they did, but I don't know, man. I think for NetherRealm Studios game, it has to be a big platform to reveal their game. So I would say that the next chance that we have for a NetherRealm reveal would be E3. And if nothing gets revealed at E3, then we're back to square one, the Game Awards 2022 potential reveal of a NetherRealm game. But if their game gets shown off at E3, revealed at E3, there's no way that they're going to release it in 2022. So I think most likely we're going to get a new NetherRealm game in 2023. And it's going to be such a painful year. Not saying that MK11's a bad game, but man, we're so used to getting like new games with NetherRealm that I think we could all agree that we're pretty bored of playing MK11, even playing MKX. I love the game to death, but I personally have been playing it since 2015. I want me a new game, Injustice 2 even. That's why I was like, man, we're gonna get a new game. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Not gonna be the case, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Like I said, miracles can happen. We never know. When NetherRealm Studios, after they broke that cycle, they even broke the cycle for not allowing DLC characters to be DLC characters with Rain. So they've broken every cycle that they had before. Every rule that they had before, they have broken it. So they literally could do anything and it wouldn't surprise me. But I know that they're working on something. You know, they came out and said it themselves. So eventually we're going to get a new game. It just depends when it's going to be. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time.